Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about social lives with people with anxiety and depression. Specifically me, because I can't exactly talk for other people, but if you're interested in that, keep on watching. So I have one really close friend, and yeah, I guess you could say I'm more of a lone wolf. I don't like to really hang out with people too much. I used to have a lot of friends in high school, but they have slowly dropped off, obviously, after I graduated. So I have one really good friend that I've known for 15 years. My relationship with her can be strained because of my anxiety and depression, and most of our problems are because of my anxiety and depression. And I wouldn't exactly say problems, I would just say I do have depression episodes that last up to 6 months or 8 months sometimes, and that can be hard for her because she goes without seeing me for a certain amount of time, you know, and also I'm lacking seeing her. I miss 8 months of what went on in her life. It's a really bad struggle, as well as dealing with anxiety and not being able to go out in public, exactly, not being able to, you know, go hang out with her or like go get our nails done or like go to the movies or something. It's really hard, and I mean, I'm thankful for how patient she has been with it. I don't know how patient I would be with something like that, but she understands for the most part, and she tries to help me, and it's a really good relationship, thankfully, because I know a lot of my friends that I've had have dropped off because of my anxiety and depression, because I don't want to go out and do certain things. And so I'm grateful for her that I have that. And I mean, I really only have one friend, and in all honesty, I only need one friend, because if I had more than one friend, I would be having panic attacks all the time because I would be in crowds of people. I also am seeing somebody romantically, and thankfully, but not thankfully, he's in the military, and he lives about an hour and a half to 2 hours away and only comes home on specific weekends. So it's not like it affects us really bad right now. Though our first date was in my room because I didn't want to go out and I didn't want to go over to his house, and it was really weird. I know a lot of my first dates are in my room and just watching Netflix and hanging out and stuff. Thankfully, so far, he has been understanding, like more understanding than most people. We'll see how long that lasts because a lot of guys are understanding at first, which is really super hard. That this goes for everybody, friends, family. They're very understanding at first, but when they start seeing the full depths of what you have to go through and what like what it all entails, you know, it becomes hard for them and they drop off, which is why most of my relationships haven't exactly worked out. I'm crossing my fingers hoping this one does, because he is very, very understanding. Again, he does live quite a distance, so it's not like I'm gonna have to worry that every weekend he's gonna want to do something or something like that, you know. Dating with an anxiety disorder is really hard because you have to explain it to people, and explaining your issues to people isn't exactly the first thing you want to give an impression of on them. So for me, I am very open about my issues. I'm very I've gone through enough problems with me not disclosing it at first to know that I need to just say it outright at first, you know, not the very first sentence like that I say to them, but like within the first month before we meet and everything, so that they can be warned and not, you know, just be slammed with it just randomly, because that's not fun for anybody to be just, you know, with something so like big in this person's life, you know. It's something that you should tell them beforehand. And of course, not everybody's as open as I am about it, and I understand that, and maybe sometimes you can fight through it, and you can not tell them until a certain amount of time, and it works for you, and that's fine. And I'm not saying that you should and you have to do this. I'm just saying this is what I do personally, and this is what I have found has worked. With my family, my immediate family, as in my mom and dad and my siblings, most of them know about my issues. I mean, they all know about my issues. Only some of them choose to exactly recognize them, and only some of them know how to deal with it. My mom is great with dealing with my anxiety, and so is my dad. They both have two different styles on dealing with it though, and it can be very frustrating at times. My brother is just now coming around to dealing with me with my anxiety, which I think is great because me and him are the closest. He's just doing an amazing job with opening up and realizing that I have these issues and realizing what bothers me and what doesn't and how to help and all that stuff. My stepdad is okay with dealing with it. I'm not exactly comfortable with him, so it's not like it helps even if he did help me with it. And my two other sisters, they're not in my life enough to have to deal with it, and that is kind of like a problem, but that's my relationship with my family, and I know that it can strain other people's families. I would say if you can, talk to your family about your issues. Of course, not everybody can talk to their family about that type of stuff, and you don't need your family in order to get through this. I've learned that the hard way. You just need yourself, and you need what helps, and you need support. You don't need a specific person. You need yourself, and you need to get through this your way. And if that means that it's not with your family, then that's what that means. That means that you have to do this yourself. And it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be really, really hard. Obviously, I'm still going through it, but you're gonna be able to come through. I've seen lots of people be able to come through these specific issues. So that is my relationship with my friends, with the people that I date, and with my family. And if you have any questions, I'm open on all my social medias. So I hope that you learned something today. If not, I'm sorry. But I hope you guys have a great day or night, and bye.